So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector. And today I feel like I'm underprepared because I have the rock band from the Philippines, the Thinkers, and they look very legit in in that studio space. And I'm here with my back. I'm not on my couch today. So, first of all, I know it's good morning in Philippines and it's night here at Puerto Rico. So, how are you guys today?
Hi, Hector. Good evening. Yeah, we're doing good. Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, we're very excited to do this with you. And I like your shirt.
Ah,
I'm
yes,
a fan.
you're a
Yeah.
fan of
Thank
Led Zeppelin. So, you guys have been following me on Instagram for a while. It doesn't matter what I post, you hit like. I'm like they like everything that I post. So, yeah. So, tell us a little bit about the history of the Thinkers, how you guys got together.
Who's going to answer
Yep. I'll,
that? Go
okay, sure.
ahead.
So before the Thinker was
The Thinkers,
the Thinkers,
the
sorry, the
band.
Thinkers as a band was created. Um, well, Troy and I met back in 2014 in a company event. So we had our own bands. So as I mentioned, we had our company event. So he played with his former band and with mine. And after that, so occasionally he calls me out, asks for me to play as a session drummer for his
Former
former
band.
band.
And and I was impressed of his drumming.
Oh, thank you.
So that's why I invited him several times to fill in with our drummer at the time whenever he was not available. And 2019 sorry 2017
2017. Yeah.
I decided to uh proceed with my solo project because my former band separated. And then um I was thinking of forming a backup band for my solo project, and I thought of asking Anthony to be the drummer. And then the pandemic happened, and all the plans are halted were halted. And then um after the pandemic, we eventually decided to proceed with the band as the Thinkers, not just as a backup band for my solo projects. And they said yes. We were a multi-member band before.
Yeah, we used to be a
Yeah, we used
multi-member.
to, how many? Or
We used to have six
six?
members.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
eventually we became a duo. What happened to them?
yeah. I ate the rest of the members. Just kidding. So,
Well, if you think about it, it's easier to split the cost from two
it
people
is.
from six.
It
Uh,
is. It is way easier.
Uh, in terms of expenses, it's bigger.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, same thing with the profit.
Yep. But of course, yeah, it's way easier to plan everything, like in terms of scheduling the gigs,
Rehearsal.
rehearsal, right? So it's just gonna be the two of us. So yeah, it's way easier that way.
so you have
And we're
drums
all
and
together here
guitar,
now.
right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And plus, having duo bands where it's just two people, it's something that's being more obviously the when I think of a duo, I think of the White Stripes first, who did that in the 2000s, and then you have Royal Blood, and I also interviewed a band from New York called Coma Hole, and they're also a duo. So it's something that it's more. It like before, like in the bands used to be like at least three people, but you got that duo. And listening to your music, you're a combination of 90s style with some pop sensibility. So I'm very curious to know what your musical influences are.
I'm a Beatle freak.
Same here. We're both
Yeah.
the Beatles fan.
And to be specific, I'm a John Lennon fun. And yeah, in terms of our sound, uh, it is very much influenced by the 90s music because that's the era where we both grew up.
Yep. Yeah, most of our, as you can see, it's obvious in our style of music, right? We're highly influenced by the 90s alternative rock scene, specifically the Smashing Pumpkins,
Nirvana,
Nirvana, what else?
Oasis,
Oasis,
yeah.
Radiohead.
And a lot more.
Yeah,
But those were the main
yep,
influences.
exactly.
The main
Yes.
Blur.
influences. Yeah. So you guys have 3 songs out. You have Closer to Me. You have the song that I like the one about the coffee.
Coffee song.
The coffee. Yeah,
The
my
coffee song.
like a sip of.
And Let's Go. Yeah, let's talk about the coffee song. Tell me a little bit of background on that song.
Coffee song.
It's about beer, right? I'm just
I,
kidding.
I wrote it a few years ago. I can't remember uh, when. Maybe before the Thinkers was formed. And I wrote it one boring afternoon. Uh, I, th- I think I was dealing with something heavy or what. And then I thought of writing a song like a pep talk to myself. And it came out like that, a very positive song. But the line, it's going to be okay. It came on later. And then when we were rehearsing as the Thinkers, um, I proposed the song, but I never expected that Anthony will like it. And he suggested that we should pursue on recording the song and include it in our repertoire. And then, yeah, there we recorded it and released it, and several people loved the song. So we're happy about it.
Yeah.
So it's a
So
positive song.
no, yeah, yeah, all the 3 songs sound very positive. Like, is there a story behind the name of the band, The Thinkers?
Yeah, very special um, reason. Um, I took the name from my dad's basketball team in the mid 1980s. He was a basketball player in our small town where I grew up, and that team was a championship team, and he was the MVP.
Oh,
So
wow.
I thought, yeah, and we have the same name. He's Troy, I'm Troy, and it's just the idea that way back there was Troy and the Thinkers, the basketball team, and now we have Troy and the Thinkers as the rock band. So it's sort of a tribute to the band, to the basketball team, and make it and put it as a band name. Yeah,
Nice.
that's
Yeah. And it's good because there's 2 thinkers in it. So you know what? Puerto Rico and the Philippines have a lot in common. You know, that we're both islands, and I think in the Philippines you speak some Spanish as well, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Not until the end of Second World War, right? Most of our parents actually had the Spanish
yeah,
subject
yeah,
back then. I'm not sure why it was abolished, but Filipinos used to be required to study Spanish. So
yeah.
it's part of
Yeah.
our.
Because we were colonized by the Spaniard.
Just like Puerto Rico.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
to be specific, 333 years.
yeah.
Starting from the mid 16th century. 16th century, yeah.
Yeah.
1658? I can't remember. Yeah. Until 1898. Am I right?
Yeah, he knows this is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
And I
I'm
know that, yeah, we have a
pretty much
Miss
the idea.
Universe from Puerto Rico, Dayanara Torres, that lived in the Philippines for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a program over there.
She's
Uh,
very popular here. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a lot
She
of
was very
movies
popular.
in the she
Yeah.
she is. She had a lot of movies in the Philippines. So Troy and I growing up,
Yeah.
yeah, we used to binge watch and just
Binge watch.
then
Yeah.
Torres' film.
It's just curious about all the connections, and I bring the connections also because until a few days in Puerto Rico, we brag about like we have the longest Christmas in the world, but actually Philippines has a longer Christmas. You guys start at the end of September, right?
Yeah.
Start
Actually,
of
even at the
September.
start of September. So when the Burr month comes, so we start playing Christmas songs
Yeah.
even in malls. So until January or first week of January, in celebration of the Three Kings. So that's
Yeah.
how long the
We
yeah, that's how
celebrate the
long.
Three Kings here as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we celebrate the Three Kings. So right now in Puerto Rico is still Christmas. This is the end of Christmas this weekend. We have something called Las Fiestas de la Calle San Sebastián in Old San Juan, and it's like the end of Christmas. And there's some people drink and party. When does Christmas end over there in the Philippines?
There's no specific date, right? The
Yeah.
end of the Christmas season.
There isn't actually. There's
But
none.
we have something here we call the three kings.
That's right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, the Three Kings,
Yeah,
just
that's
like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end of our Christmas.
Christmas celebration.
Oh,
Yes.
so maybe that's why Puerto Rico says we have longer, because after that we have the Octavitas and we have it. But you guys start in September and we start at the end of November. So actually, your Christmas is longer. So do you know Halloween in Philippines?
We do have Halloween as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty much an
Halloween
in
and-
between. Yeah.
Halloween and Christmas, that's very nightmare on like the nightmare before Christmas of you guys.
Yeah, it is. It is exactly.
Yeah, nice. So I know you guys, you have those songs, but you're working. There's a new song that you're working on, or that will be released sometime in February. What can you tell us of this new song?
This new song is called Hey Wait. It's kind of a punk song. Straight rock.
Straight rock. So
Yeah, and we're going to release it this Feb. And on January 25th, we're going to have a listening party with you guys. I don't know if you're going to
You
attend.
guys send me the invite. It's at 9
Yeah, yeah.
a.m. your time, so it's
Yeah.
9 p.m. for me. So I have to. I have my kids that weekend, so I have to put them to bed early so I can connect and hear you guys play.
Yeah, they can use the song as a lullaby. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's a high out of all our singles that we've released. This song is I believe is the most 90s sounding.
And I think heavier than the rest.
Yeah, it is way heavier than the rest of our songs, and you'll definitely see the 90s sound in this upcoming song.
Yeah, we combined two 90s bands as our influence to that song.
Excuse me.
yeah. Which bands? I'm curious.
Nirvana.
No. When I was writing the draft, I was thinking of 9/11. And sorry, 9/11. I'm sorry.
6/11.
311, right?
3/11.
311. Sorry,
Yes.
311.
People will be like 9/11. No, no, 311.
It's 311.
Yeah,
I said 611. 611 is a
No, that-
611
No, 7-Eleven is where you buy Slurpees.
6/11. It's a
Yeah. No,
place
that's
here.
right. Funny thing is, I mentioned 611 because that's the place I used to live. So
Oh,
the old apartment where I used to
but
live.
you don't live there anymore, right?
Yeah, I don't.
And we
You
have
get
lots.
those- Yeah, you'll get
We have
those
lots of
crazy
7-Eleven.
stalkers looking for you, Anthony.
Well, yeah.
So
Anyway, it was 311
3
and Blur. It's
Ah,
kind of weird, but I don't know if it sounds Blur and 311. But I guess we came up with the thinker sound.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the important thing. We created our own song, our own sound using influences from the 90s. Yeah.
I think a lot of bands, every band will get from something from some other band influences. And I'm a '90s kid, so I love '90s bands. So it's something that I always like to listen to. So I do not know much about the music scene in the Philippines. How's the rock scene in the Philippines?
Honestly,
Rock is dead.
ever since or after even prior to the pandemic, I believe the rock scene in the Philippines has died down a bit, right?
Mm.
So that's actually one of our goal. It's
Resurrect.
revive, yeah, to revive the rock scene in the Philippines. So rock was one of the mainstream back in mid 2000s here in the Philippines,
Mm.
and after 2010, so it kind of died down up till the present. In terms of the rock
Mainstream.
music, you can almost hear or only hear the rock music in bar gigs, right?
Yeah.
But on radio waves, you seldom hear rock songs anymore. Um, in the Philippines, the mainstream ones would be
Pop,
ballad and pop, right?
pop, K-pop,
K-pop, yeah, K-pop,
dance,
ballad, yeah.
yeah, rap music. There's still lots of rock bands and rock music
Yep.
here in our country. You just have to find them yourself. They will
Yeah,
not come to you.
just like in Puerto Rico, there's rock bands here, metal bands, but obviously now all that people will think is about Bad Bunny. Because
Yeah.
but I gotta be honest, I like his I also enjoy I like different types of music. So
Mhm.
you have that new single. Are you working on like a full length album or an EP?
Yeah, we're planning to release an LP this year, hopefully, because
Hopefully,
we're recording our song on analog tape and it's kind of
yeah.
expensive.
So all of our
Oh,
songs were recorded in analog, yeah, and
Yeah.
it's
oh,
really
old
expensive.
school.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
old school.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't
Tell me
use
about the process of doing it on analog.
just like before, hit record button and
Yeah.
Yeah. And
just
practice your
like
button.
our
Yep.
friend Marco De Leon, the
Yep.
sound engineer,
The sound engineer.
before every take, he will tell us, okay, take, uh, uh, play it like you mean it. So there. And if ever we commit a mistake, it's going to we're going to uh start from
From
the very
top.
beginning
Yeah.
again. There is no curing, no editing.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we have to give our best every take.
Every take. Yeah. The difference between
And it's
recording
fun.
digital.
It's fun to do it because um
We feel like we're in the 90s again.
yeah, and it will
Yeah.
push you to perform at your
To
best.
be
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
not rely on like technology to fix something that maybe wasn't that great. But well, I remember I think Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters when he did Wasting Light in 2011, he bought that Need console and did it that way analog. And he just did it because he wanted to do it that way. And yeah, I like it. I don't know. I think because I'm used to growing up in the 90s, we're used to like bands that can play live and not like bands that some modern bands that like if they don't have their laptop, they cannot do a concert or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Although I'm a fan of not not that much, but I'm a fan of a few techno artists. But way back in the 90s, techno artists were still doing their best to provide good music, right? The Chemical Brothers, the Prodigy,
Daft Punk,
Oh,
Daft
Fatboy
Punk,
Slim.
Fatboy
Fatboy
Slim,
Slim.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
still good music.
Beastie
I'm not.
Boys,
Yeah, Beastie Boys
Beastie
is a
Boys.
rap
That's
group.
a rap.
I'm not saying music today is bad, but there's something special way back, and yeah, and we're trying to
Introduce this to the new generation.
yeah, that we have this kind of music before, and now it's available again, and you can enjoy us.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree. Like it's good to listen to bands that can play their instruments, and there's a lot of nostalgia. Like right now, the '90s is in. We're get like a few years ago, it was they were feeding you '80s nostalgia, but now it's the '90s nostalgia time.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
so it still hurts when like people now put like Pearl Jam, Nirvana on like classic rock, like old stations. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. It hurts.
Even in movies, when they use the 90s as the what do you call this?
An old setting, right? An old
Yeah,
setting, right?
they have to customize everything.
yeah.
To make it look.
Unlike before, the 90s is the 90s, but now the
Well,
90s was the 90s.
well, fellas, in 5 years, the '90s will be 30 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
I feel so old.
I'm making everyone feel old. Uh, so yeah, so like, for what when you're writing lyrics, like, what's your process for lyric writing?
when I write songs, I don't think of a particular topic.
Okay.
Usually, I will uh play along with the guitar and find the right chord progression, and then when I when I already find the my groove or that magic chord, I'll just go with it, and whatever word came out first, usually that will drive the story of the song till the end. For example, um, with "Come to Me," it just came out of thin air. Uh, You'll be everything that matters to me. So I thought of, oh, this is going to be a love song about the woman, and then yeah, it came out like that.
Okay.
So
So yeah, just
I don't overthink the process. I just
that.
go with my gut.
Yeah, that's why the band is not called the Overthinkers.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
overthink.
but I think that's something that a lot of bands in the '90s did. They just played, and I think sometimes with music, now they have to think a lot. Like, what is this gonna sound like? I don't know. I think it's better when it's just spontaneous and you just go with the flow.
Yeah, go with the flow and just trust the muse. The muse will whisper something to you, and you're just the vessel to create the final product.
Awesome.
And
So
Anthony is also a songwriter. I don't know how his process is.
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier that I used to have my own band, right? So I used to write songs for my former band as well.
mhm.
And well, pretty much Troy and I had the same excuse me
Process.
process in writing songs. So I try to play the chord pattern first, and then
Hum with it.
yeah, hum with it, and then it not naturally comes out. So based on the chord progression, pretty much um the theme of the song that I'll be writing comes out naturally. So
Yeah.
whatever I think best suits the call it the melody.
Mm.
So that's how I go about writing
It
the
will just come out.
naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of creating music. You just have to enjoy the process. You just have to do it. Yeah. It will not write uh on itself. You just have to try and do it, and eventually your muse will help you to finish the song.
Yeah, if not, that's good. You have to write it because if not, some people are gonna use some AI and, and feed it stuff
Yeah,
and write like crappy bad songs and like
yeah.
horrible.
AI is not good for artists,
No,
I guess. Yeah, AI is good for, doing your laundry, yeah, things like
if
that.
they
But when it comes to art,
clean
it's
clean my house and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
yeah,
in terms of creating music, films, writing books, it's not going to be good. I think. Well, that's my
yeah.
own opinion
No,
for now.
I think the same. So, are you guys playing some shows soon? Where can people watch? If are you playing live somewhere near, like soon?
Yeah. Mhm.
So yeah, our on February 1st, we'll have our single launch, right?
For Hey Wait.
For Hey Wait, our upcoming song, and then of course it's we're going to play it live at the Tiny Bar. So it's um
A live gig.
a live gig, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
a live gig.
But before that, on January 25th, the listening party
Yep.
online with our friends around the globe, just to get some opinion before releasing it. And on Feb 2, exactly on midnight, it will be released
Release
online.
yeah on all the
But
Online.
digital platforms.
yeah, in terms of the LP, the full length album, we're planning to release it on vinyl. Yeah, fingers crossed. but we'll definitely do it. So watch out for that. And yeah, regarding live gigs, we're just going to post it on our social media handles.
Yeah, that was gonna be
Watch out.
where can people follow the thinkers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can follow us at in Instagram. So we have our Instagram handle is the Thinker Sound with one S, the Thinker Sound.
Mm.
On Facebook, it's
The
the
thinkers
Thinkers,
sound.
the Thinkers, just the
Thinkers.
Thinkers
The thinkers,
on
yeah.
Facebook. On YouTube, it's the Thinkers Sound as well, and on Spotify, it's the Thinkers.
Mm, yeah. We have also
TikTok,
TikTok.
we
Yeah, the
It,
thinker
it,
sound.
it's going to be banned in the
in the US,
US. So
right? Yeah, yeah, it is. It is.
Mm,
it looks like it's going to be banned, but you know what? I never liked TikTok anyway. So I tried it. No. So yeah, it's good that people can follow you and I know you've been following my channel for a while. So it's been great to finally chat in person. You're the first band from the Philippines that I've had on the channel. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
Maybe I'll get more Philippine couchers.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it
So
again.
yeah, we'll need to do it again. So before I let you guys go today, anything that you like to say to the fans or possible new fans?
Speaking of fans, we have a name for our female fans.
Yeah.
Oh,
We,
what's
we
the
call
name?
them the Thinker Bell. Yeah, the Thinker Bells. Yeah, and
The
for
Finger
the
Bell.
male fans, we call them the Peter fans. It's a play on the word.
Yeah. If you're familiar with Peter Pan, the
Oh
flying
yeah.
guy, the flying guy. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, we would like to thank our fans or listeners. Thank you for supporting the band.
Yeah, of course, the entire the Thinkers crew was
Mhm.
with us today. for their never-ending support.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone.
To our band manager,
Band
Axis,
manager,
Rodi Cornejo, our sound sound expert guy.
Yep.
Yeah, and Z Unique, Julius, thank you for the assist, and
Carla.
thank you, Carla, and thank you for Spaceport.
Yeah, our studio for today.
Yeah, and to the fans, yeah, watch out for more songs.
Yep. And our
to
upcoming,
come.
our upcoming launch this
Mhm.
February. Yep. Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So, Couchers, there you go. You can follow the Thinkers. So if you like that, like classic type of rock with some 90s influence to that and pop sensibilities, listen to the Thinkers online. So until next time, Couchers, this is Hector, the shield dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.